It's another Friday, and I'm excited to have you here as much as I know that you are excited to be here. So, today we are talking top 5 financial mistakes millennials make and how to avoid them. Top 5, especially Nigerian millennials. Okay, so I think I have this issue. Not I think, I actually have this issue. I don't know whether I'm a millennial or I'm a Gen Z. Do we have the same issue? Let's sort the issue out. Now, you will know who millennials and Gen Zs are, okay? So stay with me. Google to the rescue, always. If you're thinking, are you a millennial or Gen Z? This is what Google is saying to us right now. A millennial is anyone born between 1980 and 1995. See the confusion? Ditch this thing. You know if you're having financial issues, right? So let's talk to ourselves. Whether you are 1980, 1990, 2000, 2005, whatever year that you are in or you were born in, this message is for you and I. As long as you use money, you spend money, you want to grow money, let us take the top 5 mistakes that we make when it comes to our finances. Let's get right into it. As at 2020, 2021, this millennial stroke Gen Z did not have control over our finances. But early 2022 stroke this year, the control I've had over my finances has taken me from one point where I cannot say I can boast of anything aside the current money in my account, maybe one savings where I touch when I'm stuck, to a place where I can say I have assets, I have stocks, I have real estate, I have savings that I do not touch. Knowledge. So I will be sharing the mistakes I was making then with you, and the mistakes I know that you are presently making, and how you can begin to avoid them from now on, because having the best financial health will help you so much to help you figure out your life, put your life on track, and even save you years of toil and work and active labor, literally. So I'll first outline the mistakes, then I will tell you what to do from henceforth to avoid them. Mistake number 1, impulse buying. I know, impulse buying does not just start from designers or wanting to buy that high-end item that you know that your salary cannot even afford you, but because you want to feel among. Impulse buying is as little as you buying shawarma when you shouldn't be buying shawarma, because you know that money is not something you should be touching at the moment if you really want to have more money to spend, say, for that week. Impulse buying is when you just step out with a friend and you see that dress that you did not plan to buy, but you just say, oh, it's beautiful, let me just buy it, knowing that taking that money is affecting something else. Sometimes it even makes you go borrow just to buy that outfit. Dear millennial, dear Gen Z, dear in between, the number 1 mistake you are making with your finances, with making your finances a wreck, is impulse buying. Number 2, misusing mobile money and quick loans. Now, the target audience for loans have become so large that once you're opening YouTube, you are seeing loan ads. Once you're opening Instagram, you're seeing loan ads. And the funny part, new loan brands keep springing up like every other day, because the market is not so large. The market is so big. They have this wide target audience. Everybody has seen opportunity in that market, so they are coming to serve you. You who will always borrow, you borrow from this particular loan app, borrow from this one. Once this one does not borrow you again, you move to the next one. They begin to send messages to your loved ones and begin to threaten your loved ones and embarrass you. Don't worry, stay with me. I'll tell you how to fix this. But that's another thing that is making your finances a wreck. It's a huge mistake you are making, using those mobile money apps or loan apps to continuously put yourself into debts that you should not be incurring. Mistake number 3, lack of emergency savings. I was a victim of this. I was a victim of this till late last year. Yes, till late last year. I just did not know how to get by my emergency. I knew that I should have emergency savings, but most times when I move my money to another app where I feel like I'm keeping my emergency funds, something will come up and I have to move the money out again. So not having emergency savings is one thing that is going to really wreck your finances if you do not fix it. So that's the third mistake you are making, and I will get right to how to fix it very soon. Before I continue, I know by now you are keenly learning and wondering what's number 4, what's number 5. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. And I told you last week that I drop videos every Friday, so also turn on post notifications so that you will not miss my next video. Okay, so let's continue. Mistake number 4, not investing in yourself. Let that sink. Not investing in yourself. It is so important, I mean extremely important, that you invest in yourself first. But that is one investment that nobody can take from you. That is one investment that would lead you to other investments. That is one investment that will equip you to be able to do other investment forms. Professionally, you need to begin to upgrade yourself. Take courses, upskill. If you don't have any skill, then learn a skill. Learn skills that can help you. The world keeps changing, so don't go and learn those skills that were better used in the days of our fathers, or maybe like 5-6 years ago. Evolve with time. Look at the things that are making so much money now and situate yourself in one of these skills in which you have a bit of flair for, and you would learn. Just make sure that you are not just seated there waiting to just let somebody come and cater to you or cater for you. Invest in yourself. If you're not doing that, it is a huge mistake you are making, and that is the number 4 mistake I'll be talking about today. Now on to the 5th financial mistake that millennials, Gen Zs, and those in between are making. That is neglecting health insurance and retirement planning. Neglecting health insurance and retirement planning. I'm a victim of health insurance. Till now, I used to use NHIS like a while ago, but after my dad left that company, we were no longer under NHIS, so I was supposed to move to another. But another thing about me is that over time, I got to know about alternative medicine. I don't fall sick as much, so I never really saw a need to get one. But recently, I began to see more reasons to actually get health insurance, because I've spent so much on some tests that's very important that a lady does. But let's say I had insurance, I would have spent way less, and that money could have gone into something else that could have made me more money. So getting health insurance and not planning for your retirement is one huge mistake you are making if you are not intentional about this too. Planning for retirement, this is not the video I'll talk about it very fully, but just know that we would not be young forever. I was talking to one of my aunts the other day, and she was saying another of my aunts that her 40th year birthday is like next month, and I sat and I was reflecting. 40 years? How? I knew when she was like maybe 28, 29, even younger than that, and now she's going on 40. I was shocked. Like, time just flies by so fast, and that's the way your time, my time, is ticking very fast. So if you don't have a plan for retirement will meet you, and you would be repeating the same mistakes that those older people that you look at now and you wish why they didn't do better with their lives. You're repeating the same mistake that they made when they were younger. You need to plan for retirement. Actively plan. And the way you can plan is to now begin to have investment forms that you are hedging, that you are putting money in because of your tomorrow, because of when you grow older, so that you will not grow old and you have nothing to fall back on. I will have subsequent videos here that would really broach that topic. But just know that this is a huge mistake millennials make, thinking that they will be young forever and they don't need to plan for retirement, and also not having health insurance. Now let's touch very quick fixes for this, even though I've talked about the fixing for the retirement part earlier. Let me just touch quickly the fixes for these 5 top financial mistakes I've mentioned so far. Number 1, impulse buying, or perhaps you can say impulse spending. Budget everything. There are budgeting apps that you can use. I have this community on WhatsApp where we talk everything finances, like the deep part of finance, not just the surface area. It's a paid platform. It's subscribed for. If you would like to be a part, just say subscribe in the comments, or you can also send me a message on Instagram. I'm going to put my Instagram link just right in the caption. So on this group, I taught them how to have this money tracker that they know where their money goes to every day. I mean, to every single kobo that you spend, the money is being tracked. And most of them were surprised that they spend as much as they do month, because they didn't believe that they spend that much until they began to track every single. So track your expenses. The app that you can use for that I tell my guys in the Money Moves community or Money Moves group is Money Manager. Input your expense, you input your income, and you will see whether your income is tallying with how much you spend, and you'll be shocked at how much you spend every time. So budget, have these budgeting apps, expense trackers like Money Manager. Then when your money comes in every single month, you need to be able to allocate your finances, move things around. Don't just keep your money in your account and spend from there. Move, allocate it fast, save your emergency savings, your other long-term savings. I have a video about that on my Instagram page. Click the link in the caption also to add me up on Instagram, and you'll see the pinned video on my page to see the way you can allocate these monies by percentages. That will really help fix your issue on impulse spending, because when you know that this money is for something else and you don't even have access to it, there's a way you can buy things on impulse. Number 2's fix is just like the same I mentioned in number 1, the mobile money and loaning money from these apps. If you have a budget, you should be intentional to live within your budget and not have to borrow. Why most people borrow is because when their salaries come in, they spend from their salaries without keeping money for a later time. So they don't have money when they really need the money for pressing things. So when you allocate these monies, you would not need to go and borrow, because you have already planned your life and budgeted everything around your income. Number 3 is not having emergency savings, and the way you can fix this is explore savings platform, Piggyvest, Carrywise. There are even some high interest platforms that when you keep money there over time, it will begin to yield interest for you. Start with 500 naira. You don't need to earn so high. Just start by a little bit, keeping that money aside and aside and aside. And your small will become plenty. And when you really need that emergency fund, it will be there for you, and you would have something to fall back on. Number 4, not investing in yourself. So the way to fix that is that you begin to invest in yourself. If you don't have so much money to pay for courses, go online and learn things. This is YouTube. You're learning this on YouTube. You can also search for things that can develop you on YouTube. What are your interests? Sales, marketing, or maybe you want to learn graphics design. You can learn from scratch on YouTube, then finesse your skills when you have more money to pay a professional. But just make sure that you are upskilling, because that's the only way you can earn more money. So do not keep wallowing in this mistake of not investing in yourself. Begin to be intentional about investing in yourself, and you will see that it will improve your overall life. Finally, number 5, which has to do with not having health insurance and also not having a retirement plan. I've talked about that earlier, so don't let me go into all of that again. The fixing, go and get the most the cheapest insurance plan. Browse about it, Google it, you'll see different ones in Nigeria, and see whether the hospital that you use has that company under them, and voila, you are good. You will not be spending money on your health so much than compared to when you actually have an insurance plan, and it will save you more money, right? It will help your finances. Retirement planning, I've told you, send me that keyword I said you should send me if you want to join my money groups on WhatsApp. Check my pinned videos on Instagram to learn more, and then you would know how to begin to work towards having a retirement plan. So very quickly, financial tools that you can utilize that will really help you, that will help your finances to be better. Piggyvest, Carrywise, Money Manager. These three apps are very, very fantastic. They will help you with expense tracking and saving and even budgeting. So you can check through these apps and try to go over them to use them. If you need me to drop a tutorial video about these apps, comment that in the comments and I will drop a tutorial video in my subsequent videos. Again, subscribe, and I will see you next week Friday. I remain Esosa.